Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is a ladder game on 4-leaf clover between Dude Van Dyke, that is Farms, and he's the red UEF player, and Zlo, Cybern Blue map, as I said, 4-leaf clover, 10x10 map with quite a bit of land on the outside that is unusable, question mark. So in middle we have reclaim. Now in some patch this year, civilian reclaim was changed so that there weren't just buildings with absolutely no reclaim and other buildings that did have reclaim. So now all buildings have reclaim amounts and they differ slightly. Basically this represents more or less the full range. You can have a bit more than 120 I think mass in some buildings, but you can use the command to see where the reclaim is, but now every building is basically worth taking. So there's about 2,000, maybe a bit less than 2,000, yeah, mass in the middle to take. So we have an early engineer from Zlo and a hunter. Factory, 3 P-gens, and then mexes. Zlo going now for another P-gen as this engineer builds a mex. This guy is grabbing some tree groups. There is a decent amount of reclaim in trees, and these are tree groups. There are some single trees around as well, but there are tree groups. There's also patches of rocks. This one being the most important. Look at this. That's quite important. And you know, rocks on the bottom of cliffs. That's where you find rocks in real life as well, I'm told. On the outside. So Zlo already has 1,000 power reclaim. That's nice. He doesn't exactly need it, but it's definitely helping him. You can see now 4 pigeons, he's making his 3rd land factory. So this power reclaim is damn nice. 1,500 now. Dude Van Dyke on the move. He's already got his air factory Hydra done long before Zlo, and an air factory. So his 3rd factory is air. Zlo's 3rd factory is land, and that's another hunter, quite a late hunter coming out. 2 more hunters in fact. So this one, he is reclaiming in mid, or he taking a couple of buildings. Dude Van Dyke only has a scout there. That's going to take a while to kill the engineer. Oops. Minimize the game. And this lab gets a lovely kill. So this expansion denied. Usually send an engineer here, expand these 2, maybe grab some trees on the way if you really try hard, and a few rocks, and expand to here. So in middle we have 3, 5, 7, 9 buildings scooped up by this engineer. Maybe was it 1st engineer, maybe 1st engineer, 2nd lab maybe, or the reverse order perhaps. And that's put to an end by this striker finally. Still quite a bit of mass. Actually these are the more valuable buildings it seems. So maybe Zlo took the not greatest route, and Dude Van Dyke goes straight for the air supremacy. He's probably assisting that air factory, may have been. Actually it's already 45% to T2 land, so no more land factories. All his mass is going into P-gens, and that land factory which is going to T2. Zlo adding, still in the base of his ACU, adding another land factory and making a radar in the base. Expensive, and it seems like this is very slow to get these mexes. It's very strange that you would get these mexes after these ones. Look at all this. This is clean. That should not be clean, should it? Oh no, I'm wrong. I guess there's no way he could have possibly reclaimed that. That's why I was surprised. Dude Van Dyke now in middle. taking all the mass that's left, which may be slightly more than what Zlo was able to take, but taking it later is maybe, well, it is a bit less advantageous. The sooner you get the reclaim, the more potent that reclaim is. So, Mongoose, 40 Mongoose queued up. Here we go, boys. It's the Mongoose rush. Zlo, meanwhile, spreading out, trying to get tanks everywhere. So there are expansions which are quite difficult to hold. The center of the map is a very completely open and extremely flat. In fact, completely flat. I don't think there's any bumps, as you can see here. Just perfectly flat. I'm not sure. I think this is a GPG map, but I'm also not sure. I think it is, though. And now a drop from Zlo. 6 engineers on board, and he's going to drop here on the left. He has units here to defend that. He has even an anti-air to defend versus bombers. Dude Van Dyke sends his ACO up here. He's going to get a factory and perhaps a PD if he decides to stay there. Now we think we need another... I think we need a support factory. Can't really spend all your mass on this T2 land with just one factory. So maybe we'll see a support factory soon. But already we have 4 Mongoose, very few tanks. Zlo now has seen T2 land. And what will he do about that? So he has quite a decent number of tanks. I mean, we have 30 tanks. We still have 3 labs scattered around the map. There's an engineer. So definitely this number of tanks could find this, raid this. And Dude Van Dyke is gonna really have to make very good use of these Mongoose and micro them well. He also has air control though, which is important because Mongoose, being those range bots with low HP, are vulnerable to all kinds of air units, especially, well, any kind of air unit. Bombers, jesters, this kind of thing. And you can't really afford to make a power shield because it's so early in the game that would be quite expensive. It's what, 110 power drain on that. So it would be difficult to justify a shield right now. Till he has some more power, can probably start T2P gen maybe sometime soon-ish. And that would give him a lot of options, but right now what he needs is map control because Zlo is taking it. But the middle looks very nice for... Oh, look at this. All very spread out. ACU in front to support them and protect the Mongoose. And they're doing quite well so far. PD is no match for a Mongoose. Look at the nades rain in. The nades have quite a lot of damage on them. So that is how the Mongoose works. They have nades and also the chain gun. And also they're gonna be improved. That chain gun is gonna be improved in the next patch. And now Zlo targeted. He finishes the T2 upgrade that he has begun, and with the help of his little Mantis buddies, but now he has almost no units, and I don't think he's going to be able to get this PD up. The Mongoose and the ACU, that's too much for him to handle, and that PD is not going to be finished. And the march forward continues. Map control is a secondary concern for farms. So he has all this control, and with all this control then it becomes very easy to send units to the sides, but he's just forcing Zlo back. Zlo now has to really focus everything he can on surviving here and not dying, so he's gonna have to retreat, and I guess he has T2. He's gonna have to make T2 PD, which will outrange the Mongoose. First he needs T1 PD. Oh my god, there's so many Mongoose. Surely, I mean, Zlo could just die here. Another PD goes down. Zlo trying to use his weapon against the ACU, but the mongoose are not going to be overcharged. He has a lot of power income. A lot of power income. He has overcharge, but he doesn't have the gun. He has T2. So it's very difficult for him to get into range of the mongoose. Farm's constantly moving back out of range, so overcharges are unlikely to happen. And look at the map control for his loys. So many T1 mexes everywhere. And looks like we do have a support factory as well. But all of this map control is not going to matter if he cannot survive. But now he does have a T1 PD up. His radar has gone down. He desperately needs that radar. And Farms looks like he's backing out. Sees that there's PD. There's a radar. 2 PDs up now. And that is not something he can deal with. Oh, Zlo now loses his air as well. Farms coming in. And going for the air win. Although there is Mobile A and a static anti-air. And now Farms may actually lose his air instead. Or maybe not. Well, it's all very even in the air game anyway, and doesn't seem too relevant. Because while this is happening, Farms is doing damage with bombers all this time. And now Farms... How many mongoose does he have now? 25 mongoose. And they're gonna raid mongoose. Quite a speedy unit. And of course they take out T1 PD, so it's going to be really nice for him. He can take out the T1 PD, he can get quickly to many different areas. That's a lot of engineers. And now it looks like he's going to clean up the sides. He's already cleaned up the right side more or less, taking that map control. He has a T2 Mex as well. Now a T2 engineer comes out, so we might see... I think it definitely would be a nice time for a T2 PGen. And now it looks so good for Farms. Because what can Zlo possibly do against 28 mongoose when he has only... Well, he has almost no units. A factory on the surface, on the outside now. And Zlo is losing this expansion. There goes 1 PD. And another is going to go down shortly. And there's really nothing to defend here. Now bombers come out, and we'll see the vulnerability to air that these mongoose have. Oh, this guy has a vet, look at that. It's on his first vet. Helped him survive, and he's has some regen. And there go 2 mongoose, and this is why the power shield is so important for the mongoose. Oh, another factory was going to go up here, and it's denied. The Medusa are coming around the corner. It looks like they can go raid these mexes. I don't know what else they can raid, really. They probably can't reach down here, maybe. I mean, you can't come down off this cliff, so... We shall see. Zlona moving out, trying to retake his map control here. But he needs a lot of T2PD, really. I don't know what else... Doesn't really have other options, but the difficulty is he probably doesn't have very much mass. You can see he can throw down like a 2 PD maybe. And what will that give him? Maybe control of a couple mexes. But really even... Well, he just can't stop an ACU and all of these mongoose with a couple of PD anyway. Now the left side cleaned up. Farm sees the factory and the units up here. Oh, he even killed several PGens, it looks, so that's nasty. And this looks really bad. Completely lost. Oh no, Farms. That's just mean. Look at this. Clink armor's queued up in a massive line after he builds a single shield. Now we have Jesters from Zlo. And there's not much anti-air. There's 3 mobile anti-airs, that's all. Where are the inties? Well, oh nice, we have a T2 PGen. Followed by 3 air factories with some nice adjacency. And another PGen queued up, so Farms is going to win back air. Pretty quick, you gotta assume. It's low with no economy. No T2 maxes. No T2 land, no T2 tech other than that ACU, and the ACU can't really do much of anything. Oh, look at that. That's just for memes. And now, actually he's low. Well, cleaning up some inties. It's gonna delay the... Oh! If he scout... Oh my god, he just landed a shell on that T2 pigeon. That's a lot of damage, so if only he had seen, if he'd scouted and seen this, he could have actually... Well, there's some potential to kill this, both these pigeons. Which is ridiculous. But I don't know if this will happen. Low now re-expanding, trying to get some drops away. The two gestures have raided and cleaned up this expansion, but there's so many units and no way for Zlo to reinforce this that Dude Van Dyke can just send units across and retake it. Alas for Zlo. Oh, he's making his own T2 RT in retaliation. But he doesn't have a shield. That's a T2 P-Gen. TMD, nice. And it's just air from Zlo. That's all he's making. He's making air and this T2 artillery. And there it is. Now I'd much rather have a clink hammer under a T2 shield than this Gunther. Gunther also, I think it's quite a lot cheaper. 1680. See the clink hammer, 1890. So yeah, a couple hundred mass in it. And the clink hammer performs much better. Look at that, instantly kills the T2 P-Gen. Far more accurate than the Gunther. And Dude Van Dyke continues spamming the Mongoose. We're going to speed this up a little bit until Farms decides to end the game. Let's see his air. Well, he's still far behind in air, and he hasn't been making flak. Actually, okay, we have 3 flaks. And it looks like he's going to fall behind in air again because he allowed his Intis to get killed. Now, maybe the flak can claim some victims, but no, Zlo retreats. And now, yeah, I think Farms is a little bored. And he sends in the Mongoose. He's going after the Gunther. And now the ACU. It's taking a lot of damage, but also doing some damage. I'm gonna get a vet level pretty soon, I think. And he's trying to dodge some of the grenades. Oh, look, I think the Mongoose are killing each other now with grenades and stuff. Also, the T2PD is doing some damage. A lot of dead Mongoose now. And the chain gun can be dodged with relative ease. More overcharges, maybe. It's low on 2500. More Mongoose going down. He's still alive somehow. Still over 2000 HP. The T2PDs have vet. The Gunther is still alive. Zlo now on 1500. He's gonna get another vet level. 2 more Mongoose overcharged. 3600 HP. We start again. With the clink hammer's now getting through the shields. 1700. Look at all the chain guns just missing. But the grenades, less so. And Zlo dies. Arty hit. Yeah, I think... yeah, there we go. Nice way to end it. Nice play from Dude Van Dyke. The T2 rush working very nicely. The Mongoose rush. Well played, Farms. Mongoose and air control. Can't beat it. So, well played. And hope you enjoyed this funny game, and I'll see you very soon for the next cast. See you later.